everyone, it's Christian from Yarn Crafts for Kids. Today I'm going to show you how to use the Clover Mini Weaving Loom. You can use the Mini Weaving Loom to make really cool crafts like this one. You can watch one of Mom's videos to make the pumpkin. We use the Clover double weaving loom for this, but today I'm just going to show you how to use the single one. And it's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you really enjoy. Today we'll be using the Clover Mini Weaving Loom. This is a single. The parts of the loom are the frame, which is this piece. These are called the spacing bars. This is the weaving comb. This is the shed stick. This is the shuttle. And this is a super long needle. You assemble the loom by taking your two spacing bars and putting them on each end of the loom. Now you just place them in there like that, and then you put this piece on the other side. And notice that the holes will line up with little pegs right there. And then I'll just put that on. And then you have your loom ready. This is the right side and this is the left side. On the right side, the holes are on the outside, and on the left side, the holes are on the inside. We are going to set up what is now called the warp. So we're going to take our yarn, take the end, going to make a loop with a long tail. Let's make a loop about that big. Now go on the right side. And push it through this little hole. It's a little tricky at first, but alright, now you're going to take your tail and you're going to make another loop, and you're going to push it through the first loop. Then you're going to pull it tight. So after you have that knot done, you're going to kind of slide this through the first opening right there, and then we're going to push it through that. Then take this, come around that side, and continue doing this until it reaches the end. Alright, so now you have your warp finished. You're going to take your scissors, give it a nice long tail. So you're just going to do either a finishing knot or whatever kind of knot you'd like whenever you do the end. So I'm just going to pull it through. Now pull, and just tie whatever knot you feel like it. You could do this. What Clover recommends is they want you to do the same type of knot for what you did at the front, but it's not. It just doesn't stay as well as you would hope. All right, so it's okay if it's a little bit loose, just a little bit. If you're really worried about that, just pull it tight. And now we're ready to get our next stage. Alright, so now it's time to take our shed stick, put it over all the odd numbers and under all the even numbers. What the shed stick does is it helps separate the yarn, so it's a lot easier to put the shuttle with all your yarn on it. I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. To go under. So what you're going to do is you're going to leave that there, and you're going to Alright, now it's time to do what's called the weft. So we're going to move our loom off to the side. We're going to take our shuttle, your yarn. You're going to do pretty much a figure 8 on the side. It'll fall off at probably the first time. So what you're going to do, go out that side, through this side, do that. Then you're going to come over here and come up and come over here. Then you're going to come over here. Now whenever you do this, you're going to always be trying to catch that string that we used to start it with. It should never get over 3/4 thick. So that means you don't want to get it over probably that much. Now what the shuttle does is it helps you move the yarn through instead of you having to get your fingers in it. Alright, now at the last few turns, you're just going to wind it through the middle a couple times just to help it. Now we are ready to cut this. So we're going to take our scissors, give it about that long. It looks good. Alright, now we're going to take our loom and we're going to go actually, no. Alright, so now it's time to take our shuttle. I'm going to leave a long tail, and we're going to put it the exact opposite as this. So over all the even numbers and under all the odd numbers. We're going to make a checkerboard pattern for this, but you don't have to do this. You can use it in different colors, or you can just use the same colors for your shuttle yarn and your beginning yarn. And it'll just turn out to be one single color. Now, preferably, you don't want to use thick yarn for this. That's a tip. Don't use thick yarn at all because it'll look very weird. Take my word for it. So what you're going to do is you're going to make an arc and leave a tail about 5 inches. So I'm going to move this until the tail I have is about 5 inches. There we go. Going to make an arc and take your brush comb and comb it down. Now what the comb helps with is it makes sure that it doesn't get tied in the middle. You can move this all the way to right here and it'll stay. It's a little bit difficult to get this into this certain position, but once you get out here doing it, it'll be better. Alright, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take your shuttle stick, your shed stick, and voila, just look at that. You're going to do that and slide this through, make another arc, pull this down, take your comb again, and comb it. Now just make sure that this part is even. Now you can pull it, just make sure you don't pull it too tight. So now you're going to take your shuttle stick, do the exact same thing as what you did on the first row, going under all the odd numbers and over all the even numbers. You're going to continue this method and making the arch and combing it until you reach all the way up to the very top where the shed stick is. Alright, going to pull it through. Now, I want to let you guys know a little tip. See this tail? You can weave this through the end if you want to, or you can just trim it off later. But you can do it. But you can do it like this. It's a little difficult to do this with just your fingers. If you want to use your needle, probably help. You can use your needle, but I prefer to use my fingers because it's a little more, it's just better to do it. Alright, now you could just go ahead and trim this off right there. It'll help. Alright, now you can comb this down. And look, we're already starting to make the checkerboard pattern. Kind of want. Now, if it starts looking a little strange over there, remember, always pull it out. Now you're going to pull it up. Slide your shuttle through. Sometimes you'll have to get some more yarn out from that shuttle, like unwind it. You just have to sometimes. If you notice that it's getting tight, you're going to want to fix it right away. What's happening here? If you notice something like where you put it in, you most likely will need to take it out. Otherwise, it's going to look very weird. As you can see, it goes through here, and you can just snip that off. You know what? I want to snip that off right now. So yeah, you can just snip that off. Try to pull that loop tight. This loop. You gotta pull that loop tight. Now you realize that it's getting real tight over here, so you gotta undo it. It can get really hard like this, but you have to do. If it really bothers you, you have to just deal with it. But there's not really anything you can do. But I really don't like doing this because it tightens it up. So I'm just going to move this down. Alright. So we're already starting to make a checkerboard pattern. So as you can see, now I have it all the way up to this point. But what happens when your shuttle runs out of yarn? What you can do is I already have winded the shuttle. Take the end of that. You're going to tie it to the line that is already attached to your loom. Now, it doesn't really create a bump, but you do want to tie it twice. If you tie it twice, it'll stay on. If you tie it once, you will barely be able to tell that you even tied it in the first place. But if you do 2 of them, it won't come undone unless you're like really messing with it. So I'm going to do 2 knots for this one. Alright, so now we've got that. And you're going to continue weaving. I'm going to go ahead and do this. It's going to get really hard whenever you get up to this point. Oops. Before you get too crazy about it, you're going to, the part that is hanging off, the parts that are hanging off, you're going to want to trim those off unless you want a real big thing hanging out. Then you're going to snip the other part off. Just don't get too close to the knot. That looks good enough. So now you're just going to continue your weaving process. Now when it gets to the point where it's too hard that your where it's too close to the shed stick, you're going to get your needle out and you're going to put it through there and you're going to weave through there without the shed stick. So that's how you use the Clover Mini Weaving Loom. Don't forget to use the hashtag Clover Squad to get entered into free prizes from Clover. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more Yarn Crafts for Kids.